KG4MK. We're out here in the boat today, and we're going to be doing some working stuff and try to get a few things hooked up. Y'all would probably enjoy this. We've got a few things that we're wanting to change out as far as the way the Garmin's hooked up, and as far as the way we got some lighting that we're going to hook up, and we're going to try to get it to where we get things sort of buttoned up a little better. So let's just kind of jump right into it and see what we're doing here. And I'll see if I can get y'all a little closer to see if y'all can see what we're doing here. So we got one of these lights. We've got a little aerator fish bait thing for minnows and such. It has its own built-in pump. And we have the Garmin 106 10-inch screen. Works exceptionally well. It's a real good finder and all. And right now, we're going to try to see if we can figure out where we have power at on one of these switches and see if it's possible for us to wire the fish finder into this. So what we're going to do right now is go in here and pull the cover off and find us a ground, which we have right here. Let's see here. We need a good ground. Alright. We've got a good ground now. So what we want to do is see if we got power here. And we're looking at this right now to see if we're going to have power on this outlet for this to connect to this auxiliary switch. So right now I'm going to turn the power on, which right now I'm going to have that, and then go to this right here, and that turns the power on this auxiliary beam. Then we're going to hit the AC, which is going to be our extra added power for the doggone Garmin. So I'm going to go down here with the tester and see if I can find which one of these legs is the hot one. And I'm going to go from there. So it's not that one. Alright. Let's see here. These things are labeled, so I can't monkey it up. But gotta watch what we're doing here. And it's not one of these, so let's see if it was one of these here. Ah, we found it. It's on the bottom bank for that one. So that one is those backup lights for reverse. So now this other switch beside it, I believe, doesn't have anything hooked up to it, so it should be the one right below it. So let's see if this is right. And it is. So now we have a place to actually hook up our Garmin fish finder on its own circuit. So now that we've established that, we'll turn that back off, put power on it. I'll show you guys what we're doing here. What we've got is auxiliary beam, and it's got its own wiring bank right here. And each one of these banks has got a fuse on it, and it's 30 amp, 30 amp, 20 amp, 10 amp, 30 amp, 10 amp, 10 amp, and so forth. So what we're going to do is, instead of having the Garmin hooked directly to the battery, we're going to take and cut this, and we're going to attach it to this fusible auxiliary bank. Now once we do that, this won't be drawing power, and it'll only come on when I actually push the button to actually turn it on, which is what we want. So let's go ahead and get some wires loose and see if we can get this stuff done. Appreciate y'all coming in there. Be sure, if you've not subscribed to my channel, be sure to subscribe, like, give us a thumbs up, hit the alert button so you can catch any of our other videos. Appreciate y'all coming in there. All right, let's see here. So now we're going to cut that off, cut the main power off. Now, while we're at it, we'll just go ahead and unplug the charging system. And let's see if we can get a pair of cutters up here. This is in my tool bag. Let's see here. At least I hope I've got cutters in my tool bag. Okay. If not, we'll do something. We'll improvise. Alright guys, we got about as disorientated as it can get. I ain't got a single cutter in here. So, I guess with that, we'll go to option 3. Let's see if my pliers is down here. You know, it's like anything else you do. You can never, I don't care what you do, you can't never always have everything right there. So, we don't have nothing there. Well, first thing we can do is do the right thing and just go ahead and take it loose. Alright. Do need a set of cutters to get this done. And we'll try to see if we can do this without catching a boat on fire. There we go. Hope everybody's doing okay. Had a good Christmas and everything. We just we haven't been doing a whole lot. The holidays kind of had us locked down on a few things, but other than that, I mean, we're having a good time. We're enjoying ourselves, doing whatever we can do, and yeah, that's it right there. So we will try to see, get this tightened back up nice and snug. Okay, now we got the hot loose on our Garmin fish finder, and now I am taking the ground loose. And now that we've got this part done, it's just going to be a little bit of a try to figure out how we want to exactly route this wiring and all that. And I want to do it as safely as possible. All right. Now that we've gotten this out, let's go back in here and find our let's just get this out. Alright, we don't need that right now. Now, we will see if we got enough wire here to do this. And we may just very well. Oh boy, you talk about just having enough. That's just having enough. And I do mean that is just enough. Alrighty. I think if I get let me see here. Let's see if we can take a pair of vice grips and take these crimps loose. And if we can, I'll be able to take and get this done. Hopefully. That's not exactly the way I wanted to do that. But if you don't try, you won't succeed. But we're getting there. At least we got enough wire to actually get this job done. Thanks to my neighbor who snuck up here on me, which he's good about. He brought me a set of snippers. I tell you folks, sometimes good neighbors are hard to find. Always be thankful when they help you, you help them back. You know, that's a good thing. I do appreciate each and every one of y'all coming in there. And again, be sure to subscribe to my channel. Appreciate each and every single one of y'all. And hope y'all will come back. We're just right now, what we're basically doing is just the weather's too cold really to be out there doing anything. But we're prepping this boat for summer, spring, so we can do some outdoor activities, fishing, hunting, all kinds of activities that we're going to be doing. And we're going to bring y'all along and hope y'all can enjoy it and everything, and enjoy what we do. And you know, if you got the kids and everything, and you know you want to do something outdoors, take them fishing. You know, that's something I remember when I was a kid. You know, it was real fun. Me and my daddy always did that together, and you know, we went hunting. You know, and we shot deer and we processed them, and that was what we did to eat. Because you know, back in the day, and even today, you know, people struggle. Sometimes it's one of those things where, you know, hunting and fishing is a way of life. It's a hobby. It's a great way to take your family out and enjoy the outdoors and share a passion of something that you like, but then passing it on down to your kids. So their kids, when they're older, they'll pass it down. It's a good thing to do. Make sure you get out there and do that. So now we're going to look and see exactly what we got here. And I got to figure out, that is one little itty bitty Phillip head. And let's see. If that will fit, it will fit. And it will not. That's one of those, I call it a electrician's Phillip head. Let's see, the flat or the Phillip can fit, but oh brother. It's one of them things, ain't it? It just drops down smaller and smaller. Let's see. Just a slight bit too big. Let's see if this one works. This might be the ticket right here, guys. Almost. Let's see. All right. I really need a short one like that. Let's see. Shorty Phillip's head. Always got to be something. You know, and oh man, you know, you try to get in here and you try to get into these little compartments, and I'll tell you, there is not much room in there. There is not much room at all. And we'll take and just keep digging around in this bag until we find something. Let's see. We got that. And let me see. got that and this. All right. I'm looking, guys. I'm looking. Let's see. We got, and this goes right back to what I was saying just a second ago. My neighbor's kind of looking at me and kind of walking off and going to his toolbox and getting stuff. And y'all will probably think, well, that gum guy, Wayne, he ain't prepared too good. Well, ain't this what it's all about? Get in here, jump in it, enjoy it, have fun with it. Ain't no editing this crap, and you know, y'all don't see the hard part of what this task is at hand at what we're doing. So this is reality. Them other guys, they do all this editing. You don't see all the backfires and the hiccups. This is life. So that's what we're out here doing. Let's see here. Well, get your little back right there. Thing's gonna have to be just a, let's see. Golly. There we go. You have to really push it in there to get it. Looks like. I'm getting down in here. I can't hardly see. Time to take the hat off. Gotta go in. Doot, doot, doot. Hang on. Okay, let's try that again. Oh, come on, heifer. Boy, these things are tight. I guess that's a good thing, because if they ain't tight, they ain't gonna hold. You definitely don't want these wires coming loose, for definite. And I can't tell, I got that one out. I need to get this one a little bit more. All right, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, that's much better. Let's see here. All right, now let's make sure we wire this thing up right and not backwards. That would be a bad day, you know. Okay, we got that ground in here. Boy, these things are tight. Let's see. Don't happen to have, let's see, possibly I could get this one to work. Don't know. Let's see here. Let's see, come on, baby. Yep, the little tiny screwdriver was the ticket. That's a good deal. It's good and snug. All right, guys, let's hook up the hot. Try not to short nothing out. Of course, y'all would like that, wouldn't you? I wouldn't. That's hard to do. Ain't much room in here, guys. It's just a real tight fit. Let's see. We're getting there. Just have to make sure this thing's in good, and yeah, it keeps popping out. Did I tighten it? That sunlight is killing me. Let's see here. All right. We didn't back this one out far enough, so we'll back it out some more. There we go. Now. Yeah, appreciate y'all guys dropping in there. I got my back to you, so I can't tell who's in there right now. But we're wiring into a fusible bank to power up the Garmin. And that right there should do it. Now we're good to go. All right. Now that we've established this, let's turn the power on. No sparks. Let's see here. And yeah, that might be a good idea to do that first. Let's see here. Don't make things easy. Let's change something real fast. I don't like the way that's routed. And that won't work like that. We got that one loose again. And boy, these things are something else. All right. Now, let's go back to doing what we were doing here. Let's see. That's all the wiring that we have to play with. That ain't much. Let's see if it'll go up through here. And it will. All right. So let's go back in that little hole, Dumaflachi thingy. You don't want to go back. There you go. Get your button there. All right, let's tighten this back up. And we're getting there. Golly. Picked the wrong time of the day to come out here and do a video. Sunlight is like right in my face. Oh man. Let's see here. All right, let's go back down in there again. Now, yep, this is real life. Ain't nothing but struggles and mishaps and backfires and bull crap. And, you know, I watch all these guys doing these YouTube videos and I see how everything just goes perfect. It's like it ain't even real life. Like, why do that? Like, dang. Really? It's not even real. Why not watch reality? Because this is reality. You know, just trying to do everything proper and right. Make a real good clean. Make this real good and clean, what we're doing. And it takes time. There's also got to get that screw out just a little bit more. Oh, gosh. Why are these things so tight? Hey. Yep. But we're getting there now. Okay. Now we're in the bank. Let's see if we can put this puppy right back like it was. Everything worked. We got power on. Now, let's see. After doing all that, let's see if we now have everything like we wanted it. Now, originally, I had the 106 wired up and I had it directly wired to the battery. And I figured, well, it's no big deal. You know, I'm going to the lake. What I didn't know is every time I made the connection, this thing powered up. So when I got to the lake, which wasn't but about a mile away, this thing's beeping. I'm thinking, oh gosh, these things turn on when you connect them, which I didn't know. No big deal. Well, now we got it wired up on this Lux beam, which is a control center that you can wire everything for the boat into this system. So what we do is we're going to set this down in here and lock it in place, take it off, and we're going to watch and see if everything does like we're hoping it's going to do. I'll change this angle a little bit so y'all guys can see this. Let's see here. Yep, you can see it from that angle real good there. All right, guys, now what we're going to do is we're going to see if we got this wired up right. So now we want to cut the auxiliary on. I'm going to cut the main power of this on, and we want to take this switch that we're going to label Garmin, and we're going to cut power on. And voila, now I can leave it hooked up and it won't be draining my battery because it was always constantly connected direct to the battery. So now that we've gotten that fixed, I think we're pretty good to go on this. I'm gonna let this thing go through its upload and its cycle. I've been real happy with the 106 SV. It's been a really good fish finder. It shows great detail. I don't have live scan on it, and yes, I would like to have live scan, but live scan for me, you know, it's kind of like one of those things where, you know, I don't do that kind of fishing. And if I'm not going to do that kind of fishing, why spend thousands of dollars just for a little box about this big just to put on the front of a trolling motor that I ain't even got? Don't really need it. But anyway, the Garmin 106, that'll be another video another day, and we'll worry about that. Now that we got that done and that shuts down, I can now give it a minute and make sure it does its complete shutdown, which it just did. And now all I gotta do is reach up here and cut it off. And I just killed the power to it and hit the center button and hold it. Can't tell. So much sun out here. That's off. And then we cut it off over here and we cut the main power off. Okay, now we're gonna cover this back up. Now on to the next project. What we've got here. There's a box floating around here somewhere. Okay, here we go. Now, this is something that I have been waiting for a while. Finally got one. Very happy to have it. I used to do a lot of late night fishing and do some net casting and stuff like that. And this is one of the things that, when I say it's bright, the sun behind me ain't got nothing on this light. Comes with a cigarette lighter adapter, or you can use these. Now later on I'm going to actually take this thing and wire it directly into the bank, and I'm going to put like a 30 amp breaker on it. And then that way this will be running out and I ain't got to worry about connecting and disconnecting all the time. It'll just be connected permanently. We won't do that today, but for the video's sake, because we don't have that. I already know these hour-long live videos, guys, it won't focus. It won't do good. All right, hook the ground up here, and then we're gonna hook up the height. Now, when I say it's bright, it is bright. That is a bright drop light for night fishing. Drop this off the side of your boat and you can light up the world. This thing's got about a 35, 40-foot range of illuminated light, but the way it's shaped and the way the lights are mounted in here, it does like this. It cones downward and out. So it really does light up the place really good, and it works really good. You can get a lot of good use out of this thing for drawing in bait fish and stuff like that. You can get these on Amazon for like, I don't know, like 20 bucks or something. It's not a bad deal. You'll get a kick out of these, and look into that as something maybe you want to do later on. I got this next thing that I'm going to do, and I'm taking, yeah, another reason why I haven't went out on boats. Just don't feel too up to it. Sinuses has been bothering me real bad, and it's kind of one of those things where I just know if I go out there, I'll get to feeling bad by the end of the day. All that cold wind blowing. Okay, now we got that out of the way, and I've showed you that. I think that's going to be a good thing this next fishing season when I go fishing, to be able to take that out there, drop it off the side of the boat, light up the bottom of the boat, and really draw some fish in there. It's a really bright light. If you came in a little late, make sure you watch the video, back the video up a little from where we're at. And I did test this drop light. It sends out it's a really, really, really good light. And I promise you, you'll get a kick out of how well it works. All right, now that we've did that, we're gonna cut the power back off. Now we're gonna do one of the most important things before we ever go taking this boat out and start shooting videos. I'm gonna show you something that is absolutely the one most important thing that we are going to take care of today. It is this. This little thing right here needs to be somewhere. Every time you go buy a boat, they always have that thing up front, and they have it buried in amongst all the stuff. And yeah, you want your paddle or whatever. But this is what we're going to install today. This is that thing where it needs to be where you can grab it and get your hands on it. Sitting up there in front next to the fuel tank is not the place for it. Sitting back here with the batteries is not the place for the fire extinguisher. If you're driving a boat and you're sitting right here, what better place to put it is right up under your butt, because as soon as you get up, you can grab it. Simple. You just mount it, you hook it. Always make sure these things are in the green and they're fully charged. That's very important. Check them periodically to make sure they're always charged. If they're not charged, dispose of them to the proper place and get a new one. We are going to take and put this back together just like that. And I am going to look to see if that mounting it right in here is going to be feasible, and it is. It's off the floor about an inch, and it's about an inch from the top of this ledge right here, which y'all guys can't see. So let me fix that for y'all. I'll make it to where y'all guys can see. I appreciate you coming in there. Oh boy, I ain't got no more adjustment. We're gonna have to go to the other resort here. That's it. Ooh, no more you get. You get no more. We'll do it right here and drop it on down. Let's see what, ooh, they got you down here real low. Okay, that's good. Okay. Yeah, it's real important we get this first hole right. That hole needs to be right on the money. Well, looking at it from right here, you know, I got a bolt right here. It ain't long enough, so I'm not gonna use it. And it's too high. So, we are about an inch off the floor. So what we will do is scribe us a little mark and establish a point of interest. And we will mount that baby right there. There we go. So now we can take that off. Take this. And I'm going to take the drill and just drill the hole. It's real simple. Even a monkey can do it. So, get this right where we marked it. Alright. And I'll show you again why I said that one hole was important. You get that nut and that screw. You stick that thing in here. And you get it in place. And yes, it's too long. I know that. I see that. We'll fix that. We'll just go from the inside to out and see if it will not affect anything. Doesn't look like it will, so perfect. All right. Let's see here. Screwdriver and let's see what size this screw is. I don't know if I can get that in there or not. It's possible. Yep. We'll see what we can do with this. We are going to get this first, the top screw. We're going to get it lined up and get it in. All right. And then we're going to take and get this little daggone hammer of a nut. Only thing I dislike worse is these daggone little threaded inserted nuts, but hey, they hold good. It's aggravating to get started. So we're going to tighten that up a little bit. See if we can get where y'all can watch me work. So we're installing a fire extinguisher today. Something that definitely needs to be in all boats. It needs to be where it's easy obtainable, easy to grab. There doesn't need to be any reason why you can't get a hold of it. Let's see if we can get a little bit more out of it. So, we'll get this one screw in place. Now, we got to drill the other hole. So the first thing we want to do is we want to lay this little bad boy right back in here. And it needs to be right along there. So that works good. Looks good, works good. Now, can I find the hole? No, I can't never find the hole. Let's see. All right. Now, get another screw in the hole. Oh, man. Hey, gummit. Let's see. That hide that they put on these boats seals them holes up almost as fast as it happens. This rubber-like material that it's made out of is really rugged. Now, let's try that again. Here we go. At least it's a good tight hole. We know it'll seal good. Not that it really matters, but it's good that it's like this. You don't want a big wallered out hole. If you are out there and it's raining, it's just a place for water to seep into something in here, which it drains, it drains out anyway. Okay. Always something. But we're trying to make the boat as safe as possible, because you definitely don't want to go out on a boat and be not prepared. You definitely want to have everything in order, everything on board that you need for safety. That's definitely a big plus. Everybody wants to come home, you know, that's important. All right, now that we got that, we can I just love the way that works out. Doesn't it? Let's see. Now, ain't that something? That sucker don't even fit. Ah, ain't that the daggum joys of everything? Let's see here. Dadgummit. Joyous, joyous, joyous. Our screw's too long. That's okay. You know how to cut that sucker off. That's a real easy fix. I just need that thing to be half the length that it is. Okay. Let's see. It might be possible that I can find me. I'll keep looking around here for a minute, because I got another bag of goodies up there. But this, about where I've got that one, that's how much I need gone. That's too much. That's perfect, that length. If you happen to have something down there, we can use that. I'll look around here and see if I got something. Maybe even go into something else here. Yeah, whistle. Yeah. Yeah, another thing too. Freaking air horn. Air horn or down whistle. Whistle's number one. Yep. My neighbor's got his whistle. He gets lost out here in the yard sometimes and he blows it. I'm just kidding. Oh, me. All right. Well, now that we are at this point in the game, let's see. You want to make sure you got your throw cushion. Your throw cushion's real important. One other thing, since I got this out here, I got this little battery power. Excuse me. My allergies have just been whacking me pretty good this day. I'm waiting. I haven't felt good. We got a Frable cooler. It's a little plastic bucket, but it's got an inside liner like a thermos. It's got an aerator. I don't know if you can hear this, but you fill it up with water, and it keeps aerating the fish, or your bait fish, your minnows. I wanted to hopefully put that in there, and it ain't gonna fit. And believe it or not, it'll fit, but I'll be wedging it in there. Now, if I can get this off, it will fit. And I do believe, if I remember right, this does pop off. It's just tight. Ain't no big deal. Or not. Good Lord. You think they put this sucker on here to stay? Which I wouldn't want it to fly off easy either, so I go figure. There we go. There we go. We're getting there. Okay. Now, there's your little foam inner liner and all that good jazz. Slip that back down in there. And let's get our boxes that we have. Start knocking stuff over. Spare rope. And another spare box. Now, there's nothing else in there. Now, it's still, yep, it will. All right. It will fit in here. You just have to take the dang gum lid off of it, that's all. But who wants to go through all that trouble doing that? That's no fun, really. So we won't do that. We'll take it back off. Take it apart. Not worry about destroying something. And there we go. Got the bucket back out. All right. I mean, I don't need to be falling here, y'all. Y'all would get a good laugh out of that one. What's going on, everybody? What's everybody into? Me, you're just into everything. All right, you make sure you line that up with the little groove. And then we will take this and I'll just set it. I'll just set it right there. All right. Now this pops right back on. No problem at all. Okay. Now, I don't know who's here. So anyway. Now, I have got to sit on the porch. Okay, we got the little tag here, and let me see here. There's something I am forgetting, and I'm trying to remember what it was, and I done forgot. I got sidetracked there just a little bit, but oh yeah, the stickers I have that are inside the house in my toolbox. Hopefully there's a sticker that says Fish Finder or Garmin or GPS or something like that. Well, that one switch does not have a sticker on it, and then I'm gonna try to label that one. I was really happy to get that part done, so that way we got that done. We got it where we want it, doing what we're trying to do. Is there anyone in there made any comments? I have not seen any comments pop up. I've seen a lot of people drop in and drop out. I know I'm boring, but it's all right. I don't care. I'm in here having a good time, so that's all that matters. But anyway, I am, right now, I will get this to where I can do some of this. Now, we have the front of the boat here. You got a 9-gallon fuel tank. I've got a 3-gallon that I'm putting on the side over here. You got 6,000 luminous lighting and all that good stuff. And we got these little backup. Hey, Brian, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're feeling better. We got storage right here. we're putting in the fire extinguisher. Got the power poles. This is a Havoc 1756. Resorted to a slightly smaller boat. Happy I did. Not happy I did. Kind of wish I'd have went with an 1860 size or something in that range, but I can deal with the tight quartering. That extra foot makes a difference. Not sure if anybody's heard the motor, but wouldn't hurt to turn the battery on. But we got the Garmin hooked up. We got it hooked up into the control panel, and we got all the electrical wiring ran like it needed to be run. So this is what we gotten done today, is getting this all wired into the box. We can turn the switch on, and we got 15 hours on our boat. It's got trim. The motor goes up and down. And if I flip this switch forward, you'll see that the propeller turns. Going backwards. Yeah, that's what she sounds like. And it's a Havoc 1756. I'll step down here and let y'all take a look at it and get a better view of it. I'll go around one side, but I've got the HD 40 electronic fuel injected, and it's got the standard foot on it. You got a long tail and a short tail. I wanted to go with a short tail. I've got the Garmin transducer, and I've got the little adjustable transducer mount. It's got the gator hide. It's got the lights here. It's got the neon lights on the back. It gives the rooster tail a nice, bright, pretty little color scheme. And I've got this Havoc, is what this boat is. It's sitting on a Westco aluminum trailer. It has the gator hide, mossy oak pattern on it. Trying to back up here and let you see it better. But that's it. That's what we're building. I've got the navigational lights on here that I added extra. And let's see, I'll show you just how bright those things are. That'll really get you going. They are super, super bright. Wrong way. I got the anchor light on. There we go. And then you got that. And even in the daytime, you can see it. You can see those are little bitty things, but you can see the red and the green real good. It does real well. I do like the underbelly of the boat. It does good. We got the Mud Buddy cover from Prodigy, and you can see it's got plenty of storage. I mean, storage in it's really good. It's a good open boat. It's got good room to it. And you're sitting right there behind the Garmin. You can even see that the anchor stick is lit. You can see it real well. I'll cut all that off. And we'll go back to doing what we were doing. Let me see if I can get this baby turned around here. All right. We're out here doing what we like to do. Now, Get that daggone thing out of my way. Alright, now, appreciate you dropping in there too. Let's go back to putting in the final screw for the fire extinguisher. Try to see if that thing's going to be just. Ooh. Well, that's going to be like one thread grand. Let's see. Come on, baby. I need a little bit. Yes. Get her tightened up. That's all that matters. That was just enough. And again, my neighbor to the rescue. Yeah, buddy. Now, so that worker is going to be staying tight. I guess these things are supposed to be tight. Gee whiz. They don't want them to bust loose, do they? Ain't nothing hitting nothing. You gotta be kidding me. This top screw is just barely long enough to be a pain in the butt. Like we're talking. A little bit.
You want the same as that Rocky?
A little bit longer than that one if I can get it.
We'll see.
Yeah. I think you brought two, didn't you?
No, this one.
Okay.
I thought the top one that you were using there is applicable.
Yeah. What I did here is I tightened that thing up to where I can't get in there. All right. Yeah, go ahead and laugh at me, Brian. I know you're in there. He's in there and about 45 other people. But Brian can pick on me. Yeah, Brian got COVID last week. Got sick. I hate that.
I got a cold the day after we got the boat.
Yeah. I've kind of been a little bit under the weather. Just not feeling that great. My sinuses always kill me about this time of the year. Always does.
Yeah.
And I know if I go out on a lake, that ain't gonna do nothing, just make me run and drain and snot up and
Oh yeah.
everything else.
I was nothing but snot for days. I'm still.
I don't care too much for it. Yeah, we're trying, guys. We're trying. We've been live for 1 hour. Hey, we've got a good bit done. I know y'all are thinking, my gosh, why not edit your video? Well, why edit the realism out of it? I'll say that. Editing's for people that's got too much time on their hand. You either got time to watch me bump my head and act like a fool, or just laugh at me and say whatever. But you know what? We're out here having fun while we're doing it. Let's see here. That one is shorter. And I might just be able to make this one work. If this fits. It does. This is shorter. Let me see here. Hey, Lord good bit. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run this one through the other way. Take the hand grinder, smooth it off,
Or replace it later.
and replace it later. Right now we're just trying to get it done. Let's see. Right now we just want it to be what it needs to be. At least it's short enough to not be a real big pain. Well, Brian, I hope you get to feeling better. I know I hate that you got sick like you did. Me, I can't even. That be for now. Now, so the main thing is I want it to fit. Bastard's tight. I know these things have to be tight, but damn. My goodness. I can jump a beaver dam and that thing won't fly off. My gosh, how many followers is in there now? Hey guys. Okay, a little update on what we've been doing out here. We have gotten our electronics hooked up and got it wired up. Got it wired up into the aux beam. We've got a fire extinguisher installed. We got the wiring in the auxiliary box connected. We displayed a light. The coolest thing I think is the fact that we got this here completed, and I'll show you that again. We got this all wired up into the box. We got the power established. So now I'll do a recap over what we've done, and y'all can see this stuff one more time, which is really cool. I'm glad to get this done because here, move this tree out of the way. Now we cut the AC switch on. We get power. We hit this one, which is this memory bank. It's connected to the Garmin. So now the Garmin works. So we got that done. Super proud and happy to get that out of the way. We got the fire extinguisher mounted. We've gotten pretty much everything else is pretty much done. We just got to wait for warmer weather. But this is the Garmin Echo Maps Ultra 106 SV. It's 10-inch screen. Super happy with it. It does really, really good. It shows up everything that I need for what I want and what I do. I'll give you a little quick run through of what it does. You got your side scan, your down scan, or you can go back here. You've got charts, combos, clear view, side view, navigational charts, sonar charts, combo charts, gauge cluster. If you got, there's wires that you can hook up into the system where it connects to everything on the motor, and it'll just show you everything. Let's just say we want to go to combo charts. Well, this would be if I was on the lake or whatever lake I ping myself on, which it's GPS navigational, so it works like that off satellite and works off of the phone as well. So what it'll do is I can be on any lake in the U.S. and navigate the channels pretty darn good. Here is a overview, like this is where I'm at, but if we were over here, we'd be on the lake. And it shows you where all the channels are. You can see as funny as this is going to sound, you can see where it's marked where I've been back and forth up and down the lake 100 times. Um, go back to there, you got clear view and side view, which you're really not going to see nothing because we're not in the water. Sonars, you can do just clear view. You can do traditional, which looks like this, which, like I said, again, you're not going to see anything because we're not in the water. And then you got the old fashioned 1980s down skin, which is pretty neat. I like it. It does everything I want it to do. I'm very happy with it. It's a good fish finder. Then you just power it down and let it do its thing, and then go from there. And then we just turn that power back off, cut that power back off. Then we cut the main power off. And we're good to go. Well, listen, guys, I don't want to keep yakking and talking. I'm starting to feel bad again, and I'm just not in a talking mood. Oh, hello, Rob. How are you doing? Couldn't help hearing, but the spoiler is really clear today, but back to normal. Well, I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, I may do some amateur radio stuff a little later on, Rob. Just wanted to be out here, and we're doing some of the boat stuff now, and been looking at doing in that. Appreciate you dropping in there. And Happy New Year to y'all too. And by the way, Brian's in there too, Rob. Yeah, we'll try to get together again, and we'll try to see what we can do. And I do appreciate that many people coming and dropping in here. That makes my day. Yes, sir, I do hope so too, and I hope you as well. Try not to blow your finger off when you're over in England. All right, man. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, there ain't no fish in the yard. Yeah, I can tell. There is none of that. Well, look, guys, I do appreciate y'all coming in again. Y'all have a good day. I'm going to knock it out because it's going to take probably 2 hours for this video. It's 67 minutes long. But if you are not subscribed to my channel, be sure to do that. Hit the like button, hit the daggum little bell notification, and you can watch me be goofball and bump my head on this here handrail about 5 times through the video. I'll try not to cuss, but anyway, appreciate all those comments in there. Y'all guys rock, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I hope y'all have a good day. Santa Trees from KG4MK, and we'll see you next time.